Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you already know it's your boy, DJ Energetic, and I am here with
Gorilla Savage, man. Shakyl Ivy, aka Gorilla Savage, man, from Paterson, New Jersey, one of the youngest authors coming out of Paterson. Right here, I got Zakia Jenkins. She's actually a co-author with me. My first book is Welcome to Silk City: Return of the Dons. We are on Lulu.com and on Amazon.com.
So let me ask you a question. Where did you get the inspiration to write the book?
Basically, when I first got the idea of creating books, actually, I was incarcerated.
Okay.
So I was down on a hard time of, serving my time in society, giving back my debt to society for the things I have done and changing my life around. So inside the correctional facility, they had a school called Reverend Valley College, and I actually went to college for basically making books and mental health for kids.
So that basically helped a lot of the bid and all that, and the time periods come up if you basically just writing. So when did you decide that? So you decided in jail that you wanted to become an author?
Kind of since like I was a kid, I used to read books. So I used to look at myself as like the ensemble of the book, the main character. I would say like I would basically paint myself as this guy and live my life through him. So I always wanted to be a character in a book, and when I had my first chance to do so, and I met my wife, and she taught me what she learned as a kid to publish books, we actually worked together to come together to start creating books.
That's dope. See, me and my wife actually have this network together called DNA that you're watching right now. So I definitely understand that's how, you know what I'm saying? That's how everything
God works.
Yeah, man. So it's actually really, really dope, man. So that's cool though. So how did you meet your wife I actually met my wife, in the city of Paterson. It was just one of those summers, and it was like hot, and she came down the block, and she was, as you can see, something that would stand out to anywhere in the middle of Africa. So, I shot my shot, and it took me a long time to get that shot. And when she gave me a shot, I definitely showed her that it was worth it. And time again, she shows me it's worth it also. That is dope. No, well, she's an author too, right?
Yes, ma'am, she is. Yes, sir, she is.
It's all good. Yeah, talk for a second. You want to talk?
I mean, I don't know.
Talk a little bit about the book or something.
Yeah.
This is a new journey for both of us. So we learning as we go. But I am happy that I get to experience this for him. And I am proud of you. I really am.
See, that's love right there.
This new for me, this new for him, but we learning as we go, and so far so good. We appreciate the little support we do get.
Nah, man, I definitely posted you guys up on the Instagram, let all my followers definitely see, because I feel like honestly, one thing about me, man, is I'm an advocate too, right? So I feel like a lot of times the jail systems and all the reform systems a lot of times ain't fair to minorities and certain people in the certain bracket and the certain, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. In the certain standards. So I understand how it really is to be in that situation where there is nothing there and there's only your thoughts and it's only honestly your prayers. Yeah. That's the only thing that's in front of you.
Yo, what I say is, when I said I start reading, I live my life through the books. I'm Muslim, so as I say, Assalamu alaikum. When I picked up that book right there, it opened up my third eye. Sitting there, it saved me in that tough situation in prison with no hope. You pick up the Bible, whatever God that you believe in, you pick it up, and it gives you a sense of hope when you're going through hardship, when you're going through good stuff. But God actually comes on you in your times of hardship.
Absolutely.
So
there was when I was locked, right? There was a quote that I never seen, and it said they can only hold you for a period of time. They can only hold your freedom for a period of time. You know what I'm saying? That made me go, whoa. Because the mindset that they put you in when you're in Taliban and encaged, it makes you basically feel like you're not even a human anymore. It makes you feel like you're a caged animal. You know what I'm saying? And then just little quotes like that will get you through the day. Just like books.
Yeah, see, when you say this terms, like they make you feel like we're not human. That's because actually, if you look back into the biblical text, the first text that we have, the cuneiform writing, the Sumerians and the ancient tablets.
You're not human.
Yeah, we're not human.
I know.
We're engineered from these guys these extraterrestrials.
Let's go.
I have books.
Come on,
I have books on this on Lulu.com. Shakyl Ivy, tap in. It's called The Breadcrumb Trail. The breadcrumb trail will leave you baffled by how many people in the world, across many different civilizations, ancient civilizations, the Vatican, Area 51.
I know.
Come on, bro. I'll
Let's
talk
go.
your head off all day about this stuff.
Let's go.
Buy the book. Now, when I first started doing this research, I was actually locked up. I came across a book by the name of a guy named Craig Kimbasso, the Extraterrestrial Species Almanac.
Yep.
And I read this book. When I read this book, he said we were in contact with approximately 60 different extraterrestrial species. Within there, he said the Anunnaki. But I didn't have an iPhone. I was in jail. This is how I started wanting to create a book to give this information to humanity, because I noticed in signs that is clear evidence that something was happening technologically when they didn't have this technology. The same cuneiform writing that we get. They say they gave us basically the solar system. They have it accurately. The mathematics of 60 seconds and hours. They taught us this stuff that we still utilize today. So the rest of the myths that they deem as myths, why do we look at them as myths? That's why I come across and I say the breadcrumb trail. I've been coming across different contact clues that show you guys in humanity that they are clearly hiding evidence. It's not evidence that has been lost. It's actually evidence that have been with.
Well, we already know that from the Vatican. The Vatican's sitting there beholding even the chroma key. So there's just a lot of things that people don't understand because people think you're nuts. When you actually break down the science and break down everything from the internet, like they talk about Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve was basically a test site for people to actually have, because there was already people in this world. And then they always talk about how, I forgot her name, but she first birthed the first human ever.
Lucy.
Yeah. So I study a lot of that stuff because I understand a lot of that stuff. I did stuff in, shout out to United Nations, much love to y'all. But I read a lot about, when I was over there and I was working over there and doing stuff, I read a lot about certain different things that this country doesn't explain to people. But if you really go back into the texts and understand the texts, you can actually do it. That's why when you were saying all of that, I'm looking at you and I'm like, you're not crazy, because if you actually really look at everything that happened with everything with the artifacts of the human beings, and they will always say, hey, you know how they always say the father this and the creation is this. They wanted to create it into your look. So a lot of things people don't understand, but you can't tell the average person because they're wild out and they get scared.
As I sit here and I hear you say one thing to me, say you're not crazy. I said to my girlfriend when I first came home, I said, humans, we take in, like computers, we take in gigabytes per second, so 116 gigabytes per second, right? So that means I could talk to you and talk to her at the same time as I'm focusing on the world. We actually are collecting everything around, but some information is deemed useless to our brain, so we actually kind of like delete it and ignore it. But it's always stored somewhere in our brain. That's why we create it.
Well, you got to look at everything too that's put in front of your face. So everything that getting put in front of your face is a theme. Everything that get put in front of your face in times is an illusion. So you always want that illusion. Like, let's break it down real quick. Then now let's talk about music and let's talk about marketing. The best way somebody can win is in marketing. Think about this, right? Tupac Shakur was just a normal person in 1991. The marketing dollars that Warner Brothers and all the big places gave, Interscope and everything gave him, right, made him that illusion. Made him that person that you wanted. You understand? Yeah. So it's a marketing. See, the thing is marketing, expectations, money, and the people upstairs call the shots. Shit. And that's what makes me, a lot of times when I take a minute and I really take a step and I really listen, because I love all of that. I study everything from you're right, 60 aliens and all of that. And I honestly really do love all that stuff. But like, the biggest thing in the world for somebody to get their words out and everything is marketing. You feel me? But everything that you're saying is amazing. There's similarities.
It definitely been a great journey for me. Where I come from in Paterson, no one is actually looking into this information. Everyone has their own stuff going on in the world, and if you look strong, you'll see that there are clear signs that we need to start looking into other information. Like, stop looking at TV and Instagram and just go outside. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm doing. What are you doing with your time on Earth, man? Welcome to Weird Communications Tech. My name is Shakyl D Ivy. This is Zakia Jenkins, young entrepreneurs, and we won't stop until we get our goals out there and our stories.
I believe it's going to come out. I'm going to buy the books. I want to read a little bit more because I love about findings. I love about people basically talking about their life, their experiences. And at the end of the day, too, everybody calls that stuff, fake and all that. But then why does the logic keep coming up?
There's always been hidden subliminals and everything in television. Television is called television program. A program is something that sets you forth for skills.
Vision.
It sets you
Spells, wizardry.
Any
Hollywood wizardry.
any program that was set is set for skills, right? You go to a program to get skills so you can come up for a task. Now, when you get these skills, as in television, they're you looking at them. The Simpsons, they have little clear signs of stuff happening today. We see in the past. How did they were just little messages.
Masonry. I know. Listen, the thing about when I analyze all that too, man, and I look at it because again, I told you in the UN, there was a lot of study. That things started to make sense to me, even with Tesla. The real Tesla, right? Yeah. The energy that you can really throw off of somebody and the vibrate that you could throw off of somebody can make them like you. And people don't understand that you're built of energy. You know what I'm saying? Your frequency could change somebody else's frequency, could change the world's frequency. But you guys don't know how to channel that because they have blocked off that important information that you guys know how to do. There were civilizations that knew how to even channel energy like this without even putting on a light switch or anything because they understand their energy. If you look at a pyramid, on top of the pyramid, that's an energy source.
Yes, it is. Actually, they were connected more to the spiritual side. If you look in the beginning of their texts about their gods, each civilization, they also worship their gods with this gold. So at the time of their civilization, they weren't actually technologically advanced. That's probably more likely why that they were getting visited by extraterrestrials at the time. They weren't going to war. If you come right now and fly into, let's say, our atmosphere, you know the first thing NASA is going to do in our government, they're going to try to shoot you down or either, arrest you.
Look at Mars. Do I have to say any more?
Yo, I don't even want to go on.
Do I have to say any more though?
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it. When you say that, I said, look at Mars. Because of all the stuff that people want to put in it, like, come on, man. We already know if you have a different type of mindset, you understand what the earth talks about. The earth is a real living thing, and the universe is a real living thing.
Yeah, it's conscious.
And in the conscience and your mind and the way that you can come up with something and build something and put something in play is phenomenal, and you guys don't use it. So I can't wait to see that book.
Yeah, I actually believe, like, honestly, that we are pieces of God. Like they say in the beginning of the text, that we were made from a God, man and woman. Mm-hmm. So what I see is that together, if we are solely spiritually connected and physically and mentally healthy for the next 25 years with the way technology is moving, that we're gonna achieve great goals.
Do you feel like peace for once? Can we achieve peace? That's the question I always ask myself.
Spiritually, no, because humanity is locked in right now with technology. So everyone it's like ethnically speaking, everyone doesn't want the same goal in the world. So we have to get back to how the Egyptians and the Sumerians were with God. Everyone has this God that
and
we
the
worship,
martyrs,
and that we all have a goal in playing that where we see straight. Like we were being contacted some way somehow from these people, and they gave us divine information.
Exactly. So look, I can't wait to get the book. Shout out to Paterson. Let everybody know where they can find you, man, because this is a great conversation.
Yes. Shakyl Ivy on Facebook, SHAKYL IVY. T Shiesty on Facebook, and then Instagram is Gorilla the Slap, man. Tap in Lulu.com, Amazon.com. Shakyl Ivy, man, the youngest author in Paterson, New Jersey, in 2025, man. Tap in, man.
It was a pleasure having you. You already know, man. It's your boy DJ Energetic, and I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen.